welcome everyone. I'm Jyoti Balani. I am founder and managing director of Conversational AI. Of Fresher.ai. We do conversational AI and data science strategy and delivery for the Fortune 100. And I'm joined here today by Michael Nelson, who's the head of North American partnerships at Vonage, which actually I have known for a while. I used to have a telecom career, so very, very familiar. So welcome. How are you enjoying the show so far?
Fantastic. It's a great event. Lots of our partners are here, like OneReach and others, and so I think it's amazing that we're able to get out and meet face to face again. Pretty much my entire LinkedIn group is here, so
they all popped out on the screen
exactly.
of the applications.
Exactly. So I met Artie, just some amazing Cobus and Kane Sims meet face to face. So it's fantastic. Yeah,
it's been good. I think we've realized that it's important to be human, even though in the world of AI here. Right?
Absolutely, yes.
So tell me, Vonage obviously has a very deep history in communications, right? Mm-hmm. And the continuum of going into the conversational AI space is very critical. So how are you guys thinking about the problem and the pain points that you're going to solve for customers? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So I work with Vonage, the CPaaS team, which is communication APIs, programmable communications, which includes voice, video, and messaging for the most part. So if you think about a company like OneReach or others who, they want to enable more channels on their platform, we provide kind of the raw ingredients, right? So I think, for me, the challenge, I think, obviously, is a lot of the enterprises today are facing is, poor customer experience, poor, low customer sat scores, and just not enough resources to get the job done. So that equates to long hold times, just poor customer experience. So I think what's interesting about what we do is that we're able to combine ingredients together and build very bespoke custom solutions for that customer. So rather than buying something maybe that's off the shelf, if someone has a very specific need, the APIs are there, and you can do amazing things with APIs. You can create magic with APIs,
That's
and I think combining APIs plus intelligent people and processes and data, pretty much there's really no limitation on what you can do. Obviously, there's limitations with the technology. I believe we are today, but I think we're just seeing so many advances in speech recognition and ASR and synthetic voices, digital humans. We have a demonstration of Ericsson Digital Human at our booth, which is really interesting. I just see there's just so much opportunity to improve that customer experience with these technologies. At the same time, I think the challenge is many organizations, enterprises still have a lot of legacy technologies. And how do you do that? How do you take an enterprise that has maybe a legacy Cisco contact center platform and layer on this technology? So I think there's a lot of opportunity for my partners, which are SIs, consultants, ISVs, to help with that overall strategy, to really understand, what the business process is, look at the customer journeys, look at the pain points, and then build a solution around that, and find those low-hanging fruit opportunities, right? Where, what are the high volume, low complexity tasks that we can automate, and then eventually move into more complex transactional type tasks. Sure. So I'm very excited. I think we're just getting started. I look at, back when I first entered the industry, I'm not going to say when, but right around the .com era, we'll just call it that. You look at the first websites that were built back in the day. They were very basic, and they were typically built like, your technician within your company, and the web server was hosted in a server literally on-prem at the customer site. So I feel like we're kind of there right now, and I just can't even imagine what things are look like 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah, it was in IT closets, right? They have those servers.
That's my website right there. Because I actually, back in the day, I was selling those first T1 lines, 1.54 megabits, and they would buy a T1 line, or maybe two, because they needed to host their website. Right?
Yes, that's right.
So I've seen a lot,
And you see, that's why folks like you and I, because I am sort of in that era, from that era, I think we're repeating these, I call them the S-curves, right? Every emerging trend. So the web took longer.
Yeah.
So the web took 25 years.
Sure.
Right? Digital transformations, social media, right? 10 years. We're now in a 5-year where it's spectacular and unprecedented, the speed at which things are changing.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
So you're sitting personally in what you're doing. You talk about APIs, you talk about partnerships. There's actually that ecosystem, because you can only accelerate digital transformation. No one can do it alone. Nobody on this show floor can do things alone, right? You got to go in because it's a bigger part of the whole architecture. Talk to me a little bit about what kind of partners, right, you feel you're going to need to accelerate the adoption of this tech?
Well, I think it's, for me, I would say my partners I would classify into two maybe categories. One would be like delivery partners, SI, systems integrators, consultants, maybe some consultants that don't really represent a particular platform. They're really independent and they're focused on the customer journey. It could be a big company or a small company, right? It could be Deloitte or PwC, or it could be some small CX consulting company, all focused on improving the customer experience, or maybe improving the contact center, or modernizing the contact center.
Sure.
So there's those type of partners that I'm focusing on, as well as technology partners like OneReach and some of the other companies that are here today that need our APIs. So, for example, if somebody really wanted to build the best, automated solution, conversational AI platform, and select ingredients from the best voice provider, the best ASR provider based on a specific industry or domain, you can do that, right? So I am working with those partners to bring their technology into our platform and create demonstrations with my solution architects and our developers internally to show what's possible.
That's right.
So when we're meeting with customers, we can say what problem are you trying to solve, and build something pretty quickly with these APIs to show hey, this is what you can potentially do. Now, the challenge with APIs is that we need somebody to actually build it and then manage it.
That's minor detail.
Exactly, just minor details. So we have great delivery partners that can actually not only integrate the systems, but also build and support these solutions. On the other hand, you may have a customer that says, hey, listen, I was watching a presentation with, I think, Poly AI and Landry's, right? They were interviewing I think the head of contact center operations, and it's a casino, it's restaurants, it's a lot of different businesses owned by one company.
Sure.
And so they had no internal expertise when it came to designing these solutions, but he knew the business requirements were. So in his case, you bring in maybe a platform that's already ready to go, and a team that can build more of a managed service and support it. And it was amazing, the fact that he had no internal resources to build out these solutions. He just basically brought in a provider to manage it for them. It's almost like a kind of next generation of BPOs, I see, right?
Absolutely.
Where the BPO
That's
world sells butts and seats, right? And then you're eventually going to combine the butts and the bots and seats and come up with a kind of a solution. At the end of the day, customers are looking to solve a problem, right? They don't care about the technology, especially in the operations space. They want to solve problems, they want to improve customer experience, and I think that there's opportunities for all enterprises, big and small, to be able to do it. It's just a matter of making the right decisions and understanding, what's out there, bringing good people to understand the industry and put it all together for you.
That's a T-shirt waiting to happen. Butts and bots and seats.
Yeah. Hashtag. Yeah.
Hashtag is right. All right. Final 2 minutes.
Okay.
What's the next 6 to 12 months looking like for you guys?
I think that it's going to explode. I think there's obviously a groundswell movement in this space. I remember reaching out to my friend Kane Sims a couple of years ago. I got out of the contact center industry for a period of time and then got back in. I started doing a lot of research and I stumbled across his podcast. I reached out to him immediately. I said, you know what? Right now you're talking to, your audience is really like skill builders and developers on the Alexa platform, what have you. I said, there's so much opportunity for you in the CX world, in the contact center space. And so we started having conversations, and lo and behold, he's all in with CX, right?
Yeah.
He has a whole section here focused on customer service and contact center. So I think just more opportunities to improve the customer experience, to get into some of these contact center solutions with or companies that have contact centers with legacy technologies, and start innovating. You don't have to do a rip and replace, right? You can start small. Exactly. You don't have to rip out your Cisco infrastructure. Just find those use cases, find areas where you can really reduce the calls that actually get to the agents, and then begin from there. And then in parallel, you could start upgrading your contact center platform to maybe a more modern solution like a Vonage Contact Center or anybody else, right?
Yeah.
But I just think it's really exciting. I just think there's a lot of opportunity, and I think this industry is just exploding or getting right to.
Absolutely, we're going for the ride here, Michael, for sure.
Yeah.
But thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
We'll be keeping an eye on you guys for sure.
Absolutely,
All right,
thank you
enjoy
so
the rest
much.
of the show. Thank you.